It is good for a leader to always think before he talks. In other words, before you make a statement, it must be a statement you have thought through and you should be able to stand by it. Ndị Igbo are agents of development. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe preferred a united Nigeria. Ojukwu preferred a united Nigeria. Kenneth Okonkwo preferred a united Nigeria.
Hey my love, welcome back again to my channel. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Omo, Peter Obi don't enter wahala. Now Peter Obi and some Igbos, they know they agree again. Now Kenneth Okonkwo don come outside, come talk some kind things where Peter Obi they do, the way Peter Obi they talk, they mingle with some people where they against the Igbos. Now Peter Obi don't enter big wahala.
Is it that Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, someone you know very well, is being almost forced to explain his congratulatory message to General Gowon, because the likes of Simon Ekpa and several others are saying because he's desperate for power, he's beginning to cower. Some are saying that he's desperate to become president, so he's now going soft and he's trying to belong. Hence, he's doing what he's doing and he's trying to explain the reason why. That's to show that probably we do not see ourselves as one.
Let me say that all the protests, all the agitations you're seeing Nigerian over, like I said, they are results of manifestation of marginalization, manifestation of injustice, manifestation of poverty. And it is everywhere in Nigeria. You just have the Yoruba nation agitators who submitted letter to the Prime Minister of Britain that they want a separate country. You can see that Boko Haram is
route. What I want to find out from you is why is Mr. Obi's statement of congratulations to General Gowon hitting up the polity is the big question if we see ourselves as one Nigeria.
Well, you should be prepared to ask Obi that when you see him. I've always said that it is good for a leader to always think before he talks. In other words, before you make a statement, it must be a statement you have thought through and you should be able to stand by it. You should not be, a fair weather kind of leader that when they push you this side, you'll explain. When they push you this side, you'll explain. You should be able to articulate your view at any point and stand by it. However, like I said, no human being is infallible. He does not need to explain if he is sure what he's saying, that he believes in it. But if he needed to explain, and he explained, then you should hold him responsible for his own actions and for his own words. Let me tell you something. I believe in unity of Nigeria. I believe General Gowon made a whole lot of mistakes because he himself prevaricated on a lot of things that would have prevented the war, even when they were by his own initiation. And so when you say Peter Obi made a statement and then he's clarifying, there's nothing wrong in clarification. However, there is a need to always be sensitive and then be sure of the statement you want to make so that you don't begin to want to pander on all sides. I've always said it is good to stand on one side and then whatever consequences it is, then you take it. I don't have anything against anybody saying anything. It's a free word, freedom of expression, but you should be able to stand by your word. I don't think it has anything to do with the unity of Nigeria, because what Nigerians are looking out for now, like I said, is competent leaders of capacity. So if he expressed his opinion and withdrew it or modified it, that is his right to do and he's entitled to it.
Now, Mr. Okonkwo, you said earlier, that the factors dividing Nigeria is not ethnic or religious affiliated, but you said corruption and bad leadership. Yep. However, some analysts, believe politicians usually use the divide and rule tactic. They use ethnicity, they use religion, to divide Nigerians in order to win election, like we witnessed in 2023. So how can Nigerians, as a people, how can the electorate rise above this very common gimmick?
Very good. Now, let me first of all agree with you that part of the incompetence of these leaders is having no policies to use to convince the people. They resort to such primordial sentiments. And that's why I'm saying that it is no longer part of our problem. Why am I saying that? The present president threw up all the ethnic cards, a Miloko, and I don't know how to speak all this, so let me not speak the one that will nail me here. But I always hear of Yoruba Ronu, I don't even know what it means. However, after doing all these things, he lost his state. After saying Muslim ticket, he did not even impress anybody. He still had the least votes as in relative to the opposition. So they exploit that tendency, but Nigerians have outgrown that. They win by rigging. They win by electoral violence, manipulation, and corruption. They don't win anymore by ethnic sentiment and religious fanaticism. That's what I'm saying. That the problem we have now is that their corruption of not being able to organize free and fair election, abuse of public power for private gain. It is no longer ethnic. You can't go to the north and tell a northerner now that you're a Muslim and he should vote for you because you're a Muslim. After what he is suffering now under a Muslim ticket, you can't go to anybody in the south, in the southwest, and say vote for me because I'm from southwest. That is where the Ebing power came. So I agree with you that some of these leaders because they don't have anything, any policy to show to the people, they try to exploit such primordial sentiments. But they are fading away, even as these incompetent and corrupt leaders are fading away out of the hemisphere of Nigeria. Nigerians must rise in the interest of a united Nigeria, for the sake of the black man, for the sake of Africa, and for the sake of all of us, knowing that our diversity is our strength, knowing that united we stand, knowing that we will achieve economy of scale if we are together. Let me give you an example. If this country is divided into 6, what it means is that each of those 6 must have their own army, air force, navy, police, differently. Meaning it will cost us 6 times to govern Nigeria what is costing us now once. Do you think the British, they are not wise when they amalgamated the South and the North? They did not tell us that the reason is so that they will achieve lesser cost of governance. And it has nothing to do with trying to make us to live together. We should take advantage of that. Take advantage of economy of scale. Take advantage that when we live together under rule of law, there is no challenge we will not overcome. We are building a more progressive and perfect union as we go on. It is a process. It's not an incident. Building a more perfect union. Even in the United States, they are still progressing in building their union. So whatever challenges we have, every Nigerian should know that it's surmountable and should not always be thinking about dividing Nigeria and separating Nigeria. We are a united nation, indissoluble and indissolvable under God. And we should move on in that capacity.
Do some Igbos share this sentiment will be the big question. Because for those who went through the war and those who were told about the war, maybe the Generation X might not be able to relate. But when you talk to every Igbo trader in Nigeria, maybe in Lagos, for example, and you talk to probably upwardly mobile Igbo men in their 50s, their 60s, they do not share the sentiment because hence we have people that are sympathetic to the causes of Nnamdi Kanu, apologies for the likes of Simon Ekpa. They still have a lot of cult following. Talk to us about it, because when you speak like this, you seem to almost ignore the fact that when you look to your left, you look to your right, there are people that still believe that they have been wronged and that one day, they will still go to utopia.
Now, first of all, I am a Nigerian from Igbo extraction, and I'm very proud of that. You just said we are traders. Yes, we are traders and we are travelers. And so always there will have to be a preference between, for a larger space for anybody who by nature and nurture is a traveler and is a trader. And so in our enlightened interest, I know it as a fact that we will prefer a larger space because our nature demands that. Our nurture demands that. In Igbo land, there is a proverb. And again, in Igbo land, there is a proverb that and again, so these are the things that will make an Igbo man to travel out of his comfort zone, no matter how comfortable he is. And having that nature, I am telling you, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe preferred a united Nigeria. Ojukwu preferred a united Nigeria. Kenneth Okonkwo preferred a united Nigeria. Because I know, as a matter of fact, that as a trader and as a traveler, by nature, it will be better for us as Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo are agents of development, and they go about carrying development to anywhere they go to. I recall what Buba Mawa said when we were in a presidential campaign. Buba Mawa stood on a pulpit and said the only true Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, they are Ndi Igbo, because everywhere you will see them. And when you see them, they build their homes there and they live there and develop there. It was quite unfortunate that before 1966, our quest for developing anywhere we stay was manipulated and misconstrued to be a quest for domination. I am happy it's no longer in the minds of Nigerians to think in that pattern and in that formula. Because I remember one old man from Kanu. He said during the June 12th, when the Igbos left north, he couldn't find a part, I think Yakasai, he couldn't find one spare part he needed to repair his car. And he said, let's face it, we need each other. In this country, we need each other, especially in the Igbo, who are the agents of development. I told you before that what is threatening our unity now is the incompetence and corruption. What is happening in Lagos? Why are Igbos feeling uncomfortable? Because there are some people like Bayo Nonuga who will tell you Igbos are aliens in Lagos. Can you imagine? Aliens in Yoruba land. Somebody being an alien in his own country. Is that not the incompetence and corruption I'm talking about? Abuse of public power for private gain.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu appointing Bianco Ojukwu for Minister of State for Foreign Affairs does not mean anything to us, we Igbos. It doesn't mean anything to Southeast. You have not even bought our heart. Appointing him as a Minister of State for Foreign Affairs does not amount to anything to Southeastern region. If you are still playing, the best thing you could do as a president is to go to the DSS prison and release our brother Nnamdi Kanu. So appointing Bianca Ojukwu, the wife of former Igbo leader Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, as a minister of a state for foreign affairs, will not buy the heart of Igbo. The best thing you can do for yourself, for this part of Nigeria, Eastern region, Igbo extortion, is to speak for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Appointing Chukwuemeka Ojukwu's wife does not signify unity of Nigeria. It does not signify oneness. It does not signify anything close to unity of Nigeria. If you want unity of Nigeria to be signified by anything, go and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that young man there is an innocent. I don't know why you are still keeping him there. You are the chief executive officer of this state, this country, this sovereign state of Nigeria. You can say a word and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Why are you still keeping him there? Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mr. Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed. You are the one that is holding him there. You are the one that is holding him there. Appointing Lady Bianca Ojukwu. We never buy the heart of Igbo. We never buy the heart of Southeast. So go and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you still want the heart of Southeast, that is the best thing you could do for yourself, for you to still buy the heart of Southeast. Let it be that it is you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let it be in the history that you are the one that released him unconditionally. That is what can buy the heart of the entire Igbo region, and also it will restore peace to eastern part of Nigeria. All these insecurities will stop. That is advice I say, let me give to you. So giving Chukwuemeka Ojukwu's wife, Bianca, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, does not buy the heart of Igbo. Okay?
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and please my love, don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post a video. I love you. See you in my next video. Bye.